What up guys, it's me, GamerGuyTV here, and welcome to another video. Now, a lot of you are probably going, it's Tuesday at 3 p.m. Might be 4 by the time this gets up, but anyway. Why are you recording a YouTube video? Shouldn't you be at school? The answer is no. Because, yes, we just got back from winter break yesterday. And yes, we are having a short day because of snow already. For a more elaborate detailing, it is snowing outside. And it is snowing quite heavily, and our school decided to close because of it. Quite honestly, best decision they've ever made. It is already sticking to the grass, and it's only been snowing for about a half hour. It's supposed to be 1 to 3 inches, and depending on how cold it gets tonight, we could get a 2-hour delay. Now, before we actually get into the video, I just want to say the structure of today's video is going to be structured around the last Slime Ranchers video. Essentially, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I need the views. But also, I was talking about stuff while I was doing stuff, and I wasn't explaining what I was doing. And that's what we are going to do here. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going to do it. If that makes sense to everyone. Hang on. If this requires a restart, I won't do it, but... Let's see. Hey, there we go. Oh, that is sharper. Let's see, can it still run properly? Woo! Boy, is that sharp. It's having trouble running though, so let me switch back. Anyway, yeah, there are a couple things that I want to talk to you guys about, specifically around today, but around this weekend as well. So, yeah. So, before I do that, let me recap the last video. So in the last video, we finally figured out where we could find whatever orb we were looking for. I forget what it was, but we found it. And yeah, that was basically our entire last video. We had been working on that for, kid you not, about 3 or 4 months. Okay, copper ore. That should be easy. So, I forget what we were trying to do. Because we had been trying to find that ore for so long. But what we are going to try to do today is build the habitat builder. And I don't know how long this video is going to be. Simply because of, you know, honestly, I just honestly don't know. I'm gonna want to talk about stuff, and I don't know how long it's going to take to talk about those things. And B, I don't know how long it's going to take to achieve our goal. So, I just wanted to make that clear before we went on with the video. First thing I want to talk about is why I'm not live streaming right now. So, a common thing on snow days for me would be live streaming. Because, you know, I don't have school, I've got all this time. And I can live stream. The reason I'm not doing that today is for a number of reasons. A, I don't really have the time. And that leads me into point B, which is the reasons why I don't have the time.
30 seconds.
And the reason I don't have the time is, if it was like a dire need for me to live stream every single time I had a snow day, that's a very different story than having 32 subscribers and wanting to live stream. Come on, stop it. Why would you do that? Anyway. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, why I don't have the time. Partially because it's a half day, and when it's a half day, I've got about a 30 to 40 minute bus ride to the bus stop, and then about a 5-minute ride from the bus stop to my house, depending on the speed you're driving it at. And yeah. So if buses leave at 12, I get home 12:30, 1:45. And on a day like today, Tuesday, where I would normally have robotics, it's harder to do things like live stream. Because it's incredibly easy to live stream when I'm home alone. Because I don't have to worry about, you know, me talking too loud or me accidentally saying something I shouldn't. I know what I should and should not say on camera. I don't have to worry about someone walking in on me either. And on days like today when I have robotics, my dad has his schedule cleared so we can come and coach robotics on Tuesdays in the afternoon. But because he has his schedule cleared on days like today, he'll be coming home earlier than normal. So, yeah, there's that. And also, especially this week, so our teachers didn't give us many tests before we went on break. We had like a math test, but we didn't have a humanities test. We didn't have a Chinese test. We didn't have... What? Don't come after me. Stupid stalker. Go away. But yeah. So, it's not exactly... but yeah. They didn't really give us that many... They didn't give us any tests at all, really. We just had a math test. And I've got 2 projects due this Friday, 2 tests next Monday, and a test next Tuesday that I need to study for, and I have been studying for them earlier today. I just took a break to record this. And I'm not live streaming today, partially because I need to work on those projects. You know, an hour and a half live stream for 6-ish views. That's it. That's not like a surprise. That's it. That is a... That is all I get. Comment. And, yeah. For that hour and a half, I could get an A+ on my math project. So, I could either get an A+ on my math project, or live stream for an hour and a half and get 6 views. Now, I'm not saying live streaming isn't fun.
Calorie intake recommended.
Live streaming is a blast. It is honestly a ton of fun. Because I get to connect with you guys,
seconds.
the fans. And, yeah. It's fun to get to be on live with you guys in the interactive live chat. And take suggestions and stuff like that. It's a blast, but I also realize I have 32 subscribers. That is it. It's not 320. It's not 3.2 thousand. It's not 320,000. It's not 3.2 million. You get the idea. It's 32. It's not like I'm going to upset a bunch of people if I don't live stream. It's 32 fans. That's it. Again, I'm not making like an exclamatory that's it. I'm making like a that's it. There we go. We got copper ore. Back to the lifeboat. But it's not like those people are going to feel offended if I don't live stream. And it's also not like I'm doing something horribly, horribly wrong if I don't live stream. It's really something as simple as I'm trying to do other things with my day. You know, school is an honest blast this year. 5th grade was meh. I mean, I still had fun, but 6th grade was a little better. 7th grade was a blast, and this year is even more of a blast. There are still those occasional tests and quizzes and projects that I'll bomb. That'll happen to anyone. And there's still those extremely boring classes that you're forced to take, that you may not want to take for the life of you. But you still have to habitat builder. Let's go.
The builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Awesome. Well, that was easy. So I'm going to replace let's see. Yep, let's do that, shall we? What did that take out? Didn't take out my knife. Honestly don't know what I had in there. But Hey, we got the habitat builder. So let's look at this thing. So exterior modules, solar panel, base attached air pump, interior places, ladder, interior modules, or miscellaneous.
Emergency. Starvation imminent.
Yeah,
Seek
go ahead,
calorie
kill me.
intake immediately.
Interior places. Base pieces. This is what we want. So, we need 2 lead. So, we are going to work on that in the next video. But the other thing I wanted to say is this weekend is going to be interesting. The reasons I say that are as followed. A, there is a first LEGO League robotics competition going on that I am going to volunteer at. And because of that, I have to get up early Saturday. So I'm not sure how feasible it is for me to make a YouTube video Friday night, depending on what ends up happening with Rockshop, whether I go or not. That will make a huge difference. Because that's like an hour-and-a-half difference we're talking about there.
Pre-recorded distress call.
This is LifePod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Okay, so let me save the game. And then Sunday, squash lessons start back up for me. And, my mom's is generally where I record most of the videos that I make on this channel during the school year. This one is not recorded over there. But it is generally where I record most of my videos. And I used to have like 12 to 7 on Sunday, or 12 to 6:30, sometimes even 11 to 6:30. It used to be 7 or 8 hours. Now with the squash lesson being at 1, and going to play squash at 5:30, sometimes 5:15, I get like 2:30 to 5:15. And, depending on how much homework I have and how many tests I have to study for and stuff like that, sometimes I won't get a chance to record a YouTube video on Sunday anymore. So, I also want to point out next year's New Year's Rewind thing. So, 2019, which I'm referring to as this year's, was a photo video. And next year, my homework load is going to go up a ton. It's first year of high school. Expectations are going to be higher. And stuff like that. So I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to work on something like that 2019 rewind. But I'm also going to look at doing something where I take some clips out of some of the best videos of the year and put them into a compilation. I'm gonna look at that, I'll see what I feel like doing, and I'll see what happens when the time comes. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!